Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunsha Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Jai Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajachara Ranchana Yamunatira Vanachari Jai Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Yamunatira Chari Bihari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranchana Yamunatira Vanachari Jai Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Rajachana Ranchana Yamunatira Vanachari Jai Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari. Yogadharma Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki, Jai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. We are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 3, Chapter number 1. Questions by Vidura. Text number 43. नूनं नृपाणां त्रिमदोत्पतानां महिं मुहुश्चलयतां चमूभिः वदात् प्रपन्नार्ति जिहीर्षयेषु अपि उपैक्षताघं भगवन् कुरूणां नूनं नृपाणां त्रिमदोत्पतानां महिं मुहुश्चालयतं चमूभिः वदात् प्रपन्नार्तिजिहीर्षयेषु अपि उपेक्षतागं भगवन् कुरूणां नूनं नृपाणां त्रिमदोत्पतानां महिं मुहुश्चालयतां चमूभिः वदात् प्रपन्नार्तिजिहीर्षयेषु अपि उपेक्षतागं भगवान् कुरूणां Any Matajis? What? Word to word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nunam, of course, Nipanam of the kings. Three. Mada Utpannam, going astray out of false pride. Mahim, earth. Muhu, constantly. Chalayatam, agitating. Chamubi, by movement of soldiers. Vadat, from the act of killing. Prapanna, surrendered. Arti Jhirshaya, willing to relieve the distress of the sufferers. Isha, the Lord. Api, in spite of. Upaikshata, weighted. Agam, offenses. Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. Kurunam, of the Kurus. Translation: despite his being the Lord and being always willing to relieve the distress of sufferers, he, Krishna, refrained from killing the Kurus, although they committed all sorts of sins, and although he saw other kings constantly agitating the earth by their strong military movements carried out under the dictation of the three kinds of false pride. Purport: as declared in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord appears in the mortal world to execute his much needed mission of killing the miscreants and giving protection to the suffering faithful. In spite of that mission, Lord Krishna tolerated the insult to Draupadi by the Kurus and the injustices perpetrated against the Pandavas, as well as insults to himself. The question may be raised, why did he tolerate such injustices and insults in his presence? Why did he not chastise the Kurus immediately? When Draupadi was insulted in the assembly by the Kurus by their attempt to see her naked in the presence of all, the Lord protected Draupadi by supplying an unlimited length of clothing. But he did not chastise the insulting party immediately. This silence of the Lord did not mean, however, that he excused the offenses of the Kurus. There were many other kings on earth who had become very proud of three kinds of possessions: wealth, education, and followers, and they were constantly agitating the earth by movements of military strength. The Lord was just waiting to get them together on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and kill them all at one time, just to make a shortcut in his killing mission. Godless kings or heads of state, when puffed up by advancement of material wealth, education, and increase of population, always make a show of military strength and give trouble to the innocent. When Lord Krishna was personally present, there were many such kings all over the world, and he thus arranged for the battle of Kurukshetra. In his manifestation of Vishwarupa, the Lord expressed his mission of killing as follows: I have willingly descended on the earth in my capacity of inexorable time in order to decrease the unwanted population. I shall finish all those who have assembled here except you, the Pandavas. This killing does not wait for you to take part in it. It is already arranged. All will be killed by me. If you want to become famous as the hero of the battlefield and thus enjoy the booty of the war, then, O Savyasachi, just become the immediate cause of this killing and thus take the credit. I have already killed all the great warriors, Bhishma, Drona, Jayadratha, Karna, and many other great generals. Do not worry. Fight the battle and be famous as a great hero. This is from Bhagavad Gita 11.32 to 34. The Lord always wants to see his devotee as the hero of some episode which he himself performs. He wanted to see his devotee and friend Arjuna as the hero of the battle of Kurukshetra. And thus he waited for all the miscreants of the world to assemble. That and nothing else is the explanation of his waiting. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrachatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parishana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatare Shatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurasve Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarumbhesha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangurnangayate girim Yat kripaha tamaham vande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna. So I feel very fortunate to be here amongst all the wonderful devotees of ISKCON Attapur. Sorry I became late. Unexpectedly there was lot of traffic in between. So, ISKCON Attapur devotees are very famous for book distribution, and His Grace Sitaram Prabhu has been setting such wonderful example in Sankirtan, and you're all famous for the Sankirtan bus party. People all over are watching your videos. So you have started one very unique trend of not only distributing books, Sankirtan bus is there, but also trying to bring it online and connecting many people. Nobody has started that ever. So many other temples also want to start that. So here in this particular section, we are seeing that Uddhava, Vidura, in his travels, so we see that before that he actually, when he was trying to guide Dhritarashtra, so he warns him that because of your son, you are so much blindly attached to your son. He is the cause of all your suffering. So we know that how Duryodhana becomes very angry, and he chastises him in front of everyone. So then Vidura just leaves everything and he goes away. So that there one of the purports is very amazing, that how Vidura is under the internal potency of the Lord, so he is able to see that as mercy of the Lord, and is able to clearly see that Duryodhana is under the external potency of the Lord, and he is acting like that. So he is unaffected. Who? Vidura. Thought, okay, this is Lord's arrangement so that I can go out of this bad association. Anyway, they are not listening. So better I go and listen to the saintly people and get elevated in my Krishna consciousness. So he took it as an opportunity to upgrade himself in Krishna consciousness. So a devotee, even in the most difficult situations, he sees it as Krishna's mercy and takes shelter of Lord. So, and then in his travels, then he, on the banks of Yamuna, he came across Uddhava. He is a very great devotee, who is a constant associate of Lord Krishna. So he has so much association. He looks just like Krishna, and he has got so much association of Lord Krishna. He is a cousin, right? So very intimate associate, and we know that Krishna also takes guidance sometimes from Uddhava about various aspects. So a very intimate associate. So immediately Vidura, in order to take advantage of his association, here he is asking questions. The entire, most of the chapter is filled with questions only. He is asking about the welfare of Krishna and his associates. So we can see how eager is Vidura to take association, to inquire about Krishna and his associates. Right? So we can learn from him that how, when we come across any saintly person, how we should be eager to take his association. The whole Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is about that only. That how various devotees, when they come across saintly personalities, they inquire, and they are very eager to know. So many times we see that this Sukadeva Goswami just gives a prelude, just gives brief information. But then Pariksit Maharaj is so eager. He says, no, can you please explain how this happened? Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav, Shri Shri Jagannath Balde Subhadramai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai. Very beautiful darshan. So he is very eager to know more about. So they are generally very, very eager to know more and more. So we see that. And that's what here he is inquiring about Lord. So here in this particular verse, so here he is saying that the Lord is known for relieving the distress of the sufferers. As Krishna himself mentions, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanardaya sambhavami. So many people have this question. If you ask people, okay, Krishna told this in Bhagavad Gita, and now we see that there is so much adharma in Kali Yuga. Where is Krishna now? Many people have this question, right? So if he is there, he should come and protect, no? Why there is, he himself is saying that he'll establish dharma, kill the asuras, right? Protect the sadhus. But then we see so much adharma. So here we are getting some idea why Lord does that, right? Nothing happens by chance. If Lord is not killing immediately also, there is a reason. There is a big plan of the Lord. It's not that Lord is not watching what is happening around. Lord is watching everything. But then He wants to arrange in such a way that, as here it is mentioned, He intelligently planned in such a way that at one shot everything happens instead of killing one by one. Huh? So that arrangement Lord has done. But Lord will never leave a person who does anything adharmic. He'll make sure that he gets that punishment. So here in the purport Prabhupada is mentioning that how this Kauravas, they have been doing so many injustices right from beginning. So like we know that how the Kauravas, especially Duryodhana, is envious of Bhima and tried to poison him by feeding him. And they tried to kill them in that lakh house by burning that house. And they insulted Draupadi and cheated them in the gambling match. So many multiple ways and means they are actually trying to destroy the Pandavas. Now, it's not that Krishna doesn't know all this. Krishna knows everything, right? And that's why he even sends Akrura in between. And he warns Dhritarashtra also, right? He is knowing everything. But then he is waiting for the right moment. And we see that in Bhagavatam itself, actually when all these incidents happen, Krishna is not physically there, but if you see in the 15th chapter of first canto, when Arjuna remembers Krishna after his departure, he is very gratefully remembering how Krishna has helped him in so many ways. If you read that chapter, you will find right from beginning he is gratefully remembering Krishna. So there he also quotes that how Krishna saved Bhima, how Krishna protected us from that lakh house. So actually Krishna is not there, no? When those incidents happen, is Krishna there? No, he is not there, right? Then how come Krishna helped? So they are seeing that actually Krishna arranged different devotees or people, and Krishna gave the intelligence by which they can be saved. So although Krishna was not physically there, but Krishna still protected his devotees in those situations. That's why Arjuna is still grateful even for those situations. So Lord, it's not that Lord is not protecting. Lord is still protecting his devotees even in that situation. As Prabhupada is mentioning, he protected Draupadi in that situation by providing the sari. Right? So Lord is protecting, but he is not immediately punishing those miscreants. He is waiting for the appropriate time. So sometimes we become impatient in the sense that why Lord is not punishing immediately, or why so much adharma is going around. No, nothing happens automatically, right? Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhurdam sarva bhutanam gnatva mam shantirichyate. So he is the enjoyer and he is the controller of everything in this world, right? Everything means all the planets, all the living entities, all situations, everything is under his control. So nothing is happening automatically, right? There is Lord behind it, right? Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protram sutre manigana. He is there behind everything. So Lord knows what is happening, what is not happening. He is there, sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. He is there in everyone's heart. So a devotee has faith that Lord is always protecting. So sometimes, he may not protect physically, sometimes in some situations, but spiritually he is always protecting by giving his remembrance, those who take shelter of him. When we sing Narsimharti, generally devotees, when they travel, in the beginning they sing. So, but this is not just about physical protection. We are praying to Lord for protection from Maya. Because ultimately body is temporary. Right? Body, one way or other, it will be finished. So sometimes we see that even devotees are killed. Right? We hear about Russian devotees or different ways, different devotees. Right? That Hladini Mataji we hear, Prabhupada disciple. Different devotees are killed also. Somebody may say, hey, what is this? Where is Lord? Why is he not protecting? He should protect now. Why for Prahlad he came? For here this devotee is not coming. But point is that Lord is protecting still. How? By giving his remembrance. So he is spiritually protecting. The body is temporary anyway. So even somebody dies, he may be going back to Godhead or he may continue his Krishna consciousness. That Krishna is arranging. Maybe he needs those devotees in some other place for preaching or whatever other service. So he may be taking those devotees. So we may not be understanding the overall plan of the Lord because we are very insignificant. We can't see the divine plan of the Lord. So we may misunderstand or we may misjudge or we may lose faith in Lord that why this is happening. Right? Sometimes we see that even like outside people, how this law of karma acts, sometimes they are very bewildered. Like sometimes, suppose there is a school bus and suddenly in some accident, 20 children, they die in the bus accident. Now everybody may, or sometimes in some holy place, we hear sometimes, no, there is some landslide or ice fell and, no, I think in Badrinath somewhere, some years back, many people, tourists, they died. So now people may say, "Arey, bole bale bacche, छोटे छोटे नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे ऐसे कैसे?" Means how Lord is so hard-hearted, or what this tourists have done. They are, after all, devotees. They came for darshan. Still, Lord is killing them. Where is Lord? Or is he really there? Why is he doing that? Like people accuse the Lord. But they don't see, they don't have an overall picture. Now those children may be small, tender children now in this life. But you don't know their past now. They may be all be some doctors who did lot of abortions. And Krishna might have gathered all of them in one school in that particular bus. And together he might have, together he killed them. Right? So we don't see all that. We only see immediate cause. Right? And we blame the Lord. Correct, no? We don't see their past. We can't see that. Correct, no? And even those who went for taking darshan, so definitely they have done some service, so Lord will protect them. But the point is, they might have done some sinful activities in the past. That's why that happened. At least they died in holy place. Correct? So instead of dying in some road accident or some other, they died in a holy place. So one should all the more feel happy about it, dying in a holy place. Correct? So when we don't see the plan of the Lord, divine plan of the Lord, then we may misunderstand Lord. We may not see it as mercy. Right? So that's why it is important for us to hear from the right sources and also wait to understand sometimes why Lord has done like this. Then gradually it is revealed. Right? Sometimes even in our lives, we see that we undergo some very tough situations. We feel, "Arey, kya ho gaya? Why Lord is doing like this? I am chanting from so many years. No? I am serving or I am distributing so many books. Still, why Lord? Why Lord is doing like this? Why I am getting so many difficulties? And we may compare. This fellow is not getting. He also came same time. I also came same time. But amongst all, I am only getting so many problems. I am reading Prabhupada books, I am doing everything still. So why you have that special mercy on me only? Right? Sometimes we may feel like that. But actually, sometimes if we don't understand, then we have to wait and see. But we should understand that is also mercy of the Lord. If you wait and see, maybe Lord wants to make us strong, even more strong. And Lord wants to constantly, Lord wants us to constantly take His shelter and help us to see, be grateful for all situations. Generally, we are grateful only when everything goes well, physically, spiritually, or mentally, right? So Lord actually wants us to upgrade in Krishna consciousness. We can see like that, instead of, getting frustrated, right? At one point of time, in my spiritual life, something like that happened. I was very frustrated. I was thinking that why Lord is giving so many difficulties to me. So then I thought, okay, I should change my attitude, consciousness. So I was hearing some lectures on difficulties. So I heard in one lecture by His Holiness Radhanand Maharaj about Prahlad. So Maharaj was telling that, see, this Prahlad, he was thrown from hilltops, he was attacked by weapons, he was given so many troubles. So still he is completely focused in taking shelter of Lord. He is not at all disturbed. He is fully dependent on the Lord. Then Maharaj started saying, are you thrown from hilltops? Are you attacked by snakes and wild animals? Are you attacked by weapons? So why we should be so much disturbed? Our difficulties are so insignificant compared to Prahlad. So when I heard, nobody is attacking with weapons at least. Nobody is giving me poison. So it completely changed my consciousness. Why I am so much disturbed? Little problem. Prahlad was given so many troubles. My troubles are so small. And in that also I am not able to take shelter of Lord. Prahlad, even in that greatest of difficulties, he is taking shelter of Lord. So my entire consciousness immediately changed. I was very happy. Then small difficulties. Why I should be so much worried? Just happily continue my practice. So when actually we hear and we try to see the situations from Guru, Sadhu, Shastra perspective, then the whole situation completely gets transformed. Right? We can see from a Krishna conscious perspective. So here it is being said that Lord wanted to gather all these sinful kings who were actually acting in the mode of controllers and enjoyers. One more thing before that, we hear this verse, Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakale Ashant. So when we say Siddhi Kami, Siddhis means generally the yogic perfections. So Gaurang Prabhu was telling in one lecture that Siddhi Kami also means those who expect perfection from systems and devotees. They will also be Sakale Ashant. They will be frustrated. Sometimes we want everything to be perfect. Systems, devotees, or even Lord's arrangements in our life. everything should go as per my desire, as per my liking, then sakale ashant, we cannot be peaceful. No, because we are not the controller, right? Who is the controller? Krishna. So whatever he arranges, we should be happy. But if we are not happy, that means we are thinking, I am the controller of my life. Everything should happen the way I want. So if it is not happening, I am unhappy. So we should ask, am I the controller or Krishna is the controller? So Krishna is the controller. Whatever he arranges, be happy. Right? So then we can be happy. Otherwise, we will be frustrated in so many situations. Why they did like this? Why this happened? Why that happened? Many times we get frustrated. So here it is mentioned that how Lord want to gather all these sinful kings. So here it is mentioned that how they were proud because of the dictations of three kinds of false pride. So Prabhupada mentions wealth, education and followers. Correct? So Queen Kunti also mentions Janma Ishwarya, Shruta Shrivi, Edamada Madapuman, Naivate Abhidatum Vai, Tvam Akinchana Gochara. So she is saying that those who have high birth, wealth, beauty, education, they are falsely proud about it and they are not able to helplessly chant the holy names. Because Lord is powerful, Lord is great. So if you start thinking, I am also great, then why we will like to take shelter of the Almighty Lord, right? We will not, because we are thinking, I am also great. So if I am also great, why will we chant? Or even if we chant, we don't helplessly take shelter of the Lord. But when we understand Lord is supremely great, I am insignificant, so then only we can take shelter of Lord. So a devotee may have all these things, but he sees that all this belong to Krishna. Edyad vibhuti mat sattvam Śrīmad-Urjitam eva tattadeva gachatvam mama tejo amsha samava. So he sees all this as Krishna's. So he is never proud about possessing them. And he will engage all of them in Krishna's service. So Krishna gave us for some time this, and Krishna, whenever he wants, he will take away. So because Krishna gave us, I will engage them in Krishna's service. But problem is, we think that all this belong to me. That is a problem. We become attached. So Vaisheshika Prabhu was giving one example that when he was giving some session in some corporate company, so he was giving one example that suppose all of your cars are parked nearby, and suddenly you hear some sound, crushing sound, that something crushed into one of the cars and that sound came. So immediately what thought comes in your mind? So everybody said whether it is my car. So if it is my car, immediately I will be very upset, or immediately will become angry. Who is that? How dare somebody can do this? Or no, immediately one becomes angry. But if it is somebody else's, is not at all affected. Or sometimes he may be happy also, if it is his enemy's car. So why? After all, some car is, when it is mine, immediately I am getting angry. Because we are attached. Ahankar. In that only car is there. My car, ahankar. So that attachment is there. So that's why he is getting affected. Otherwise he will not get affected. Correct, no? So when we identify all these material possessions as ours, aham mameti, I am this body and everything in relation with the body is mine. So then we get affected. Correct? That I am beautiful, I am wealthy, I am educated, I am this, I am that. So when we think that this is all I, mine, so you become attached. But we should think this is all Krishna's. Correct? Correct, no? Or doubtful? No, I think, not sure. No, it is all Krishna's only. Krishna only gave us this body. Correct? Krishna only gave whatever wealth as per our karma, whatever education, whatever, right? Ultimately, Krishna only gave all that. It's not ours. So we should actually remember this. We should not forget. So when we remember that, then we will engage. So otherwise, when we start thinking it is mine, we become attached and we become proud about it. That is a problem. So that's why these kings, because they are attached to these positions, so they are proud, and the mentality of controllership and enjoyership comes. So first is a proprietorship mentality, then comes controllership, then comes enjoyership. Like Hiranyakashipu, first he got the power from Brahma, and then he defeated everyone and declared, I am the proprietor of the three worlds. Means I am the owner now. So once he declared that I am the owner, then he started controlling everything in that three worlds, except Brahmaloka. He started controlling everyone, including the demigods. Then he started enjoying. He told you do this. Everything he changed as per his desire. Right? So similarly, we also declare ourselves the proprietor, either of this body or things in relation with the body. Like we see some land is there, people write, this land belongs to so and so, or the proprietor of this land. Trespassers are prosecuted. But actually, is it true that they are the proprietors? No. Krishna is telling, Bhumi Rapo Nalavair, all land is Krishna's. So actually it should be written, this land belongs to Krishna, currently in care of so and so. Correct, no? That's why we devotees write, in care of. Because it belongs to Krishna, currently in care of me. And in future it may be in care of somebody else. Correct? So that is the right understanding. If we have that understanding, then we will not be attached. Otherwise, then people become attached and they get affected. Right? So, devotees have this understanding. And we also, when we chant Hare Krishna, chanting is the litmus test of our spiritual life. Means, kitna pani mein, kitna bahar. So, how do we know whether we are actually becoming attached to Krishna? So, you know litmus test, right? When we keep that paper, the color changes and all. So, we understand it is proper. Similarly, while chanting, we can understand how much we are attached to Krishna and how much we are attached to Krishnetara. Means when you chant, if your mind is going all over the world to so many things, so that means I am attached to all those things other than Krishna. So to the degree I am attached to that degree I am not attached to Krishna. So if you carefully observe how much time and how much I am attached, so all those are our material attachments. We may be attached to body, so we may be thinking about body. Oh, I have this pain, I have to go to this doctor, or today I have to eat this. No? That means when chanting, why are you thinking about all this? Because I am attached, no? Correct, no? Or you are thinking about some other, whatever, material attachments. Even service also, if you carefully observe, somebody may say, Prabhu, I am after all thinking about service, what is wrong? But the service to be done while chanting is to chant and hear and pray. Suppose somebody is thinking about book distribution. Today I will distribute. देखो अभी क्या करने वाले आज. So he is motivated by the pleasure which is coming out of book distribution. Material pleasure. I will show the world how great I am. So that is motivating him to think in that direction. So it's not that he is actually attached spiritually to book distribution. He is attached to the sense gratification which is coming in the name of puja la pratishtha. You are understanding, right? So if you carefully observe, that's why our mind is going to all this. I gave one example, but like this, so many, we see that mind goes to so many things, right? So why? Because we are actually attached to them, not to Krishna. Correct? But actually, when you chant Hare Krishna, everything is there in Krishna. Correct, no? Even whatever you desire, that is there in Krishna, no? Correct, no? So, one devotee gave this nice statement: don't chant your thoughts. Have faith in holy name, that it is millions of times more important than your thoughts. Correct, no? Whatever you think, is that important? No. Krishna is important, and Krishna is the source of everything. Whatever you are thinking of, that is also there in Krishna. He will fulfill everything, don't worry. Should have faith. Bhoktaram, Iknatapsam, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. Actually, if you understand, then we can peacefully chant. He is in control, so He will arrange everything. Sometimes we are in tension. Oh, I should arrange this, I should arrange that, this, that. So many. No, but Krishna will arrange. He will give you the right intelligence. You need not worry so much. So it is very important to remember that. Because when we have these material attachments, actually it distracts us in our devotional service. As Kunti is telling, that's why we can't take shelter of him. It's not that only these kings have that pride. We also have that pride. In various situations, it comes out. So Krishna gathered all of them in the battlefield, and at one shot he killed all of them. But why he did that? Also, another reason he is telling, that he wants to give credit to his devotees. Prabhupada is telling he wants to make his devotees as hero, and he wants to be behind. See how Lord is also so eager to become servant of his devotees and give credit. So in Kurukshetra we see he made the Pandavas as heroes. And after Kurukshetra, when Yudhishthira was bewildered, he made Bhishma as hero. In Ramayana we say he made Hanuman as hero. And he won the entire battle, and he again made Vibhishan only the king of Lanka. He didn't become the king. Right? So Lord, although because of him everything is arranged and the enemies are destroyed, he always wants to give his devotees credit. Like Jarasandha also, he wanted to give credit to Bhima. So he put his devotees in the front. And if you see, actually Lord is only guiding from behind. Although he said he will not fight the war, actually he is only behind everything. Everyone's killing, right? All the major warriors who are killed, it's only because of Lord. Otherwise the Pandavas would have never won. Correct? So Krishna says, Dhyutam chalayate asmi. He is a cheater for the cheaters. And we see that Krishna actually cheated everyone, all the major warriors in the Kurukshetra war. Right? If you see Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Duryodhana, everybody is killed how? In one way they are all killed by cheating only. Correct, no? In a wrong way. Why? Because Krishna wants to show that if you cheat me or my devotees, you will understand how I am the greatest cheater. So Krishna actually showed in the battle right? How he is the greatest cheater. So, and he is taking the role of servant. How he is becoming the driver, right? Partha Saradi, and guiding Arjuna, right? He is taking such a humble position. And we know that after the war, that pastime we hear, that when Krishna tells Arjuna, please get down, he says, okay, first you get down, I'll get down later. Krishna says, no, first you get down. Then after Arjuna gets down, we see that Krishna jumps from the chariot, and immediately he sees that the entire chariot is burnt to ashes. So Arjuna is surprised that now how come after the entire war is over, this whole chariot is burnt? There are no warriors who shot which weapon here or which arrow. So then Krishna says that, Arjuna, actually your chariot was supposed to be burnt hundreds and thousands of times. You are not understanding whom you fought with. Bhishma alone is equal to 25,000 Arjunas. One lecture Prabhupada mentions. He is so powerful. He himself, we know that he was alone sufficient to kill all the Pandavas. So Bhishma alone was sufficient for all the Pandavas and their army. Right? Now on top of that there is Drona and all this. Right? So in one sense it was impossible actually for Arjuna or Pandavas to win. But because Krishna sat there, that's why nothing happened to Arjuna. Otherwise, he and his chariot was supposed to be burnt thousands of times. So actually Krishna protected him. And he gave the whole credit to Arjuna and Pandavas for winning the war. Lord wants to take a back seat. He wants to give all credit to the Lord. There is always tug of war. Lord is glorifying devotees, devotees are glorifying Krishna, right? A sweet tug of war, not in the sense like material world. Both are trying to glorify each other. So that is a loving exchange between Lord and his devotees. So that is also one point mentioned here, how Lord is always trying to glorify his devotees. So here Vidura and here especially Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport, he is trying to help us understand how we should see the divine arrangement of the Lord. We should not get bewildered. Sometimes we may not understand why Lord is doing, what is he doing. But if you patiently wait with faith, as it is mentioned, Utsahan, Nishayat and Dhairyat, then we will be able to understand the divine arrangement of the Lord. So then we can very nicely take shelter of the Lord. Otherwise, we get bewildered in many situations. So, and as I mentioned in the beginning, like how sometimes people say that where is Lord now in Kali Yuga? But actually Lord appeared in Kali Yuga through holy name and Bhagavatam. Right? It's not that Lord is not there. Lord is still there in so many forms and means. And through that he is actually destroying adharma. Right? He is establishing dharma. Right? Only people are not willing to accept. That is a problem. So you accept it, then Lord will establish dharma in your heart. And you spread Krishna consciousness, Lord will establish dharma in that place. So you allow us to preach. If somebody says, where is Lord? Yeah, we will show you. So you first allow us to preach here, do Harinam, teach Bhagavad Gita, then you will see how Lord is going to manifest here. Right? Because Lord, they are not allowing Lord. That's why the problem is there, right? Even when Lord was physically there also, so many adharmic activities were happening, right? Duryodhana was not allowing Krishna or his devotees. Correct, no? So that's why so much adharma is happening, right? So even in Lord's presence, so many adharmic activities were happening. Correct, no? And Krishna also says, Mrityu sarva haraschaham. It's not that the controllers will continue forever. Krishna will take away everything through the time. In the form of time, he is going to destroy everything. Nobody can say, I will be. Prabhupada says, where are Hitlers? Where are Alexanders? So many thought they will control the whole world. But everything is lost. Nobody remained. So in that way, Krishna is, in the sense, he is anyway destroying them. It's not that he is allowing adharma to continue. No, they are anyway getting destroyed. Correct? But what Lord is telling to Arjuna, Nimitta matram bhava savasachi. I am anyway going to destroy this adharma, but if you become my instrument, you are going to get mercy. Like there is a wire, if you connect it to the powerhouse, it also gets power. Power passes through that. Similarly, you connect to Lord and preach the message, you are also empowered by Lord. It's not that because if I am not there, this movement will not spread. This movement will anyway spread by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But if you become instrument, you will be empowered. You will become instrument and Lord will do so many amazing things through you, which you may yourself may be shocked. अरे मैं कहाँ एक विलेज में कहीं तो था अभी किधर आ गया क्या कर रहा हूँ ISKCON में right? अच्छा, I am giving classes also I am doing so many services also, right? So just we are trying to do we are just trying to become instrument and Lord is empowering us to do so many things, right? It's not because of our power, it is Lord's power. We are just getting empowered because we are just trying to become instruments in His hands. Correct? So Lord is kindly allowing us to render that service. So we should be grateful to Lord. So Krishna is giving such an amazing opportunity for all of us. What? We just become instruments. Prabhupada, he was willing to die for following the instructions of his Guru. Correct, no? So he became perfect instrument of his Guru and Krishna. That's why he's writing in that song, no? Nachao, nachao, Prabhu. I am like a puppet. You make me dance, I see you like, oh Lord. So he is a perfect instrument. So because he was so much perfect instrument, Lord utilized him in such a way that he spread Krishna consciousness in 10 years all over the world. So many things Krishna arranged. Amazing, no? How in matter of 10 years, how Lord arranged so many things for Prabhupada. Right? It's not by chance. Because he was sincerely trying to serve Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna arranged everything. So Prabhupada is also seeing when some disciples came, Prabhupada said, these are all sent by my spiritual master. He is not thinking that मेरे वजह से अभी आ गए ये लोग. No. He is thinking that these are all sent by my spiritual master. They are so kindly arranging this to assist me in their mission. So that is the mood of Srila Prabhupada. So we actually to become instrument in the hands of Krishna and Guru is such an amazing experience. Right? Especially all of you go for Sankirtan. Becoming instrument. So Krishna may send so many amazing souls to come in contact. Sometimes, right? Hey, how this person came? Right? So Krishna, because we are going out for distribution, right? We want to distribute Krishna's mercy as instrument. So Krishna is also sending them. Hey, today they are going to come here. So you souls are interested to know about Krishna, so you go there now. So Krishna exactly arranges those particular souls who are interested to come in contact with us. Right? Krishna is arranging them, correct? No? Those particular souls who are interested. And they take the book, they start Krishna consciousness. Right? So it's such a amazing experience when we actually try to become instrument in the hands of Guru Krishna. How Krishna manifests when Sukadeva Goswami, when Pariksit went, when he was cursed and he went left the kingdom and he went to the banks of Ganges. So he wanted to hear, right? So then immediately Krishna sent Sukadeva Goswami, he sent so many others, sages, from all different planets they came. And there is no social media or nothing like that. Correct, no? So one devotee was telling, this is Super Soul Network. We have so many networks, but this is Super Soul Network. So because he was so eager, so Krishna arranged Sukadeva Goswami. Krishna also sent so many sages there. Right? So when you become a very humble, sincere instrument, then Krishna will arrange everything. Right? We need not worry. So that's what he told Arjuna. You just become instrument, I will do everything. And he showed also, prelude, before, trailer. See how I am going to kill all the... he showed how in his mouth, as time he is crushing all the heads of all these warriors. So he already showed Arjuna. So you don't worry, I am going to take care of everything. Right? So similarly we should have that faith that Lord will arrange everything, I just need to sincerely try to serve. I need not worry. So that keeps us completely peaceful. Right? So that's how we can also chant nicely or render services nicely when we have this faith. So this is what is mentioned in this verse. So we discussed today in this verse that how Vidura took the chastisement of Duryodhana in a proper way, and he utilized that opportunity to hear more and more about Krishna. So that's why Krishna sent Uddhava and then Maitreya, because he is eager. It's not that by chance it happens. Right? When we are eager to receive Krishna's mercy, then Krishna arranges. So, and then in this verse it is being mentioned about how it appears that Lord is not immediately chastising, but actually there is a divine plan of the Lord. Lord is most intelligent, correct? Sometimes we may think, Arey, what is this? Is Lord not so intelligent? Why is he doing like this? Right? Lord is Buddhir Buddhimatasam. He is the intelligence of the intelligent, right? So everything is coming from him. He is the most intelligent. So he knows what to do, when to do, how to do. Right? It may not be known to us. So we should have that faith. That's what we discussed. And how this three things, material positions, how we should see, how we should not be attached, and how our chanting gets affected if we actually become materially attached to them, and how we should become instrument in the hands of Guru and Krishna, and how that way we can try to render service, and Krishna will arrange everything. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Although I am not qualified, please pray that I can follow whatever I spoke. Hare Krishna. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Samveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.